Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It is Monday. It is overcast, potentially could rain. The weather's meant to be good though for most of the week, and by good I mean not raining. Cold, but not raining. Yes. What am I going to do with my day? Well, I've got the general housework to do. I want to complete this job, which I meant to do over the weekend, which is put some draft excluder around the door frame, because we still haven't bought a new front door and we really need to, and we have needed to for a very long time, and every winter you can see daylight through it. Well, you can see daylight through it at any time of the year, but every winter it becomes particularly obvious because you feel the breeze too. So we picked that up a couple of weeks ago from Wix, and that is my job. I thought it was going to be a very quick job to do, but I actually need to clean the inside of the door frame. It's one of those places you don't tend to clean, isn't it, inside the actual door frame. When I clean my windows, I do clean like the bit that you don't see when you open and shut it, because it gets remarkably dirty. I guess because in the summer you have it open, and so dust and muck builds up, and then I guess water probably does get in through gaps, and then anyway, however it happens, it gets dirty. And it's the same for the door frame, so that needs a really good clean, and then I will be popping some draft excluder on. Everyone's gone to work and school, touch wood, everyone's good. This week, work-wise, I'm not quite sure what's happening with Harrison. He has a case of hand, foot and mouth, and while it's not an excludable condition here in the UK, as my personal setting, I ask that parents don't send their children until the bubbles have gone off of their hands, the blisters have gone, because although they can be contagious for longer, as in it comes through their fecal matter, the children aren't going to be playing with his poo, but and I'm going to change his nappy and I can do the hygiene part, but when it comes to blisters, they're still breathing it out and what have you. So I ask people not to send them until their blisters have gone. Yeah, I know a lot of countries do the same, but for some reason in England we don't. And I'm not entirely sure why. They do say it's not going to make a difference with spreading, but I think it does make a difference with spreading if they've got visible signs. And usually they're a bit grumpy as well because their mouth hurts from the blisters. So I do tend to ask parents to keep them off until, one, the fever's gone, two, they're happy. And that coincides with blisters and fevers going. So, okay, I think I need some breakfast. Kids will be arriving shortly and I'm hungry. So I need to go raid the cupboard. So we have a second case of hand, foot and mouth. I don't think I knew that when I spoke to you before. That's new info. I think I got the message after I filmed the last bit of footage. We have a second case of hand, foot and mouth. So Ozzy and Harrison have now got it. And Ozzy looks really sore, bless him. It's all here and he's even got it on his nose. So I'm about to give this playroom a scrub. And I think I'm gonna maybe get I don't know how's best to do this Playmobil, because the boys were playing with the Playmobil and there's lots of little bits that are going to be, why did I get the Playmobil out last week? Oh, righty, okay. So I'm going to go through the toys, spray them with my antibacterial cleaner, because this should get rid of all sorts of nasties. I'm going to do all the surfaces, door handles, windows, tables, everything, bits where they sit. And I have a good thing about the things they were playing with last week, and clean as much. It's usually they have the same sort of things like the wind-up toys. They beeline on the wind-up toys, the popping pets toys, those sorts of things that I know they beeline for every week. And we had some books out, so I'm going to wipe the books down as well. That's my job for this morning. I think I'm going to make a cup of tea and then make a start on doing that, so that the place is as clean as can be for, removing the hand, foot and mouth germs, which are incredibly contagious. This is the moment I'm cursing myself for having so many wooden toys that you can't, you know, just throw into the sink to disinfect. And I'm going to have to deal with individually, spray, wipe, and then put on some kitchen towel to dry, I think, is probably the best course of action. That is most of the things that they fiddle with day to day cleaned. I've wiped the sides. I've decided the best way to tackle this is to use this antiviral, antibacterial spray and just spray the whole lot, move it around, spray, move, spray, move. I think that is the only way I'm going to tackle this area. And the other thing is the baby, and the cot is going to get a good dousing of this as well. I think I need to get some more of this because it is very, very good. So I think realistically that's as good as it's going to get. The bits that they, you know, put their faces against the window to look out the window. I've sprayed these sorts of things with the spray. We had a lot of Playmobil out last week. That was our main focus. So all of that's been sprayed. All of this along here. They didn't touch any of those last week, so I'm leaving those. Everything here has been sprayed. All the sides have been cleaned. All the benches have been cleaned. And all the toys that I know they've sat and chewed have been washed. So I think it's probably as good as it's going to get. I'm going to leave those to dry, and then I will come back and put them all in there. Well, and where they go on the shelf and what have you. I'm just going to leave the door open for a bit, let some fresh air in, and not only ventilate, but it'll help dry all those toys out as well. Next job on the list is to fit this. But The only place I can do it is here. So I'm going to have to clean all of this out and dry it so it will stick. That's all looking pretty clean now, and I've dried it. I'm just going to leave it for a bit and bleach the inside of this door while I've got the bleach out, because it's pretty disgusting. There we go, all bleached and looking much cleaner. So now I'm going to focus on putting the draft excluder on. Another job successfully completed. Now I'm feeling very peaceful. I might do a live stream. What's the time? 1:30. Got about an hour or so until I need to do the school run, so I could do, couldn't I? I might just sit here and do a live stream. I think I've worked hard enough today, don't you, with all that cleaning. And then after school, I will be outside taking the children to the park until they're either cold and want to come home, or until I get cold and want to come home. Right, let's do a live stream. Not that you can see it on the camera. It's gone very purple. What a weird sky. It's like a filter, isn't it? It's ominous.
Did you enjoy your second day Chinese?
I did enjoy my second day Chinese, thank you. I'm just watching the rave going on in the garden.
Yeah.
We need some funky rave music.
Oh, so this is just moved.
Yeah, he moved. We checked in the line. I got scared when I walked in. I thought there was like a big spider. We just casually checked.
I can barely see you, Brendan.
But high vis.
You are high vis, you're right, you're high vis.
If you can't see me, then defeats the point of this high visibility.
Yeah, but it's because, you know, it's so dark in here. What is my youngest doing? Making yourself some dinner. Smells good. Are you frying off the chicken a bit before you make the omelette?
Fry off some of the flavouring Cajun instead of chicken.
Oh, you're putting some Cajun with it, were you? Very nice. Tikka and Cajun. That's an interesting mix. Scrag bag Pip is having a carrot for dinner because I had that big leftover Chinese for lunch. I'm going to go and run myself a bath. I'm going to take my tea with me and probably eat carrot, drink tea in bathtub and relax. Excuse me. I've only had 2 kids this afternoon because Malone wasn't very well, so yeah, it's been a really quiet afternoon, but most of it up the park, and then came back and played with flashy torches in the garden for the last half hour, and now they've all gone home. Really good day. So I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching.